Hello guys, Ryan from Husky Moving here, Arlington, Massachusetts, serving the greater Boston area. We are a full-service moving company. We're doing residential and commercial moves. We do artwork mounting, TV mounting. We do handyman jobs, a lot of handyman stuff. We do a ton of assembly work. We make dope YouTube videos. I'm a pit bull trainer. You can probably hear her. That's Ghosty, my dog. Shut up. Who wants to get involved in the video? What else? We do a little bit of light plumbing. We've started to do a little bit of landscaping type stuff. If it involves the home, we try to get it done. Anywho, what I want to talk to you about, I actually saw a video last week, which I thought was awesome. There was a guy, on YouTube. His name is Louis Massaro. I highly recommend you check him out if you're in the moving business, or actually any service business really, but particularly the moving business. He had, my understanding of things is he had a very successful moving company. Or moving companies that he grew from. He started when he was like 20 and grew into like multi-million-dollar business. And then he wound up getting out of the business for reasons I won't bore you with. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. Excuse me. Reasons I won't bore you with. Anyway, the point of the story, he does these awesome videos about the moving industry, which are, for me personally, have been great because, hold please. Sorry, guys. Trying to get her to calm down a little bit. It's playtime, apparently. Have been great for me because they teach you a lot in a short amount of time for someone who has a tremendous amount of experience. But he did a video last week, which I thought was awesome, and I'm going to kind of steal his idea for the video. The point of the thing was the first impression that you make on the customer when you show up to their front door. What kind of impression are you giving off? And I thought it was a great thing because a lot of times I don't think we necessarily... think through things. We think through things through from our own point of view, but we don't think them through from the point of view of someone who's never met us before. So they've hired you, right? They're going to make a first impression when you come to the door. They have a certain expectation of what they think a professional moving company is going to look like. And so when you arrive to the door, it's very important that you meet their expectations because you already know what you're capable of, but they don't. And that first impression is going to set the tone for the entire move. It's going to generate their it's going to either remove or add to the stress level first and foremost, and because of that, it's then going to change the way that they act throughout the entire course of the move theoretically, which means you could be dealing with stuff down the end of the line towards when it's bill paying time that you didn't necessarily have to deal with if you had just done things differently on the front end of the move when you first got there. So the things you want to think through, and again, I'm stealing all of this from another video. I don't want you to think I came up with this on my own because Louis Massaro, he does a better job of it. I'll try to credit him somehow in the video links. You should definitely watch his video because he's more eloquent than I am. But you want to think through what you're doing when you show up to the door. So, for example, what does your truck look like? Open up the back of your truck. Is everything neat? Does it look professional? Are the pads all stacked? All up and down straight in a row? Does everything look like it's been taken care of? Or does it just haphazardly look like it's been thrown in the back of a truck? Does it look clean? Has it been swept out? How do the pads look? Do they look clean? How do you look? Do you have on a uniform? Are you clean shaven? And if you're not clean shaven, does it look like you actually care about your appearance? If you have a beard, does it look like you care about it? If you have long hair, does it look like it's been taken care of? Do your clothes have holes in them? I have a couple of shirts that have holes in them that I no longer wear because I realized it looks kind of garbage. Or do you have some sort of a uniform on, like a hat, shirt, matching shorts, whatever, color coordinated? Is it all color coordinated? And if not, if you don't currently have a uniform, could you get one at a low cost, probably, that would make you look more professional? So, for example, the things to think through in this video, all matchy Matcherson, which matches the truck, which I'm not going to show you right now because I'm just wearing my shorts, but I got my matching shorts on because I'm going out to do a job shortly. Everything's going to match. It all says Husky Moving on it. It's all got the same color scheme throughout the entire thing. It looks professional. That's all you care about. You just want to look professional. You don't need... All it is a show. It's a dog and pony show, and you just want to look professional. So when you come to the door, how do you greet the customer? Do you have a smile on your face? Do you greet them warmly? Like, hey, what's going on? It's moving day, blah, blah, blah. What's going on? Oh, the dog. Dog's adorable. Love the dogs. Or you're like, oh, hi. All right, what are we doing? What do you need us to do? You know what I mean? Have some enthusiasm. Enthusiasm for the move. It's exciting. It's a move day. Now, it doesn't... I understand it's moving, so it's not really exciting, but that's the entire point. Is like, it's your goal. I'm going to say it's your job to make this as fun as humanly possible. Now, it's moving. It's not going to be fun, obviously. But you can interject some fun to it. You can play with the dog. You can ask them dumb questions about their life, whatever the case may be. Make it as fun as possible. How do you show up to the door? Do you show up empty-handed? Or do you show up with 3 moving blankets and a 6-pack of tape ready to go? So when you walk in that house, could you literally put those blankets and tape down and start working immediately? Yes, you could. If you don't have those things in your hand, or you didn't bring anything into the house, could you start working? Of course, you could grab a box and bring it out, but do you look more professional if you show up with pads, tape, someone comes in with a toolkit, someone comes in with other things that you're going to need, like shrink wrap or a socket set or couch covers, anything. Anything's better than nothing, because nothing, it doesn't really look like you're ready to work. When you show up with stuff in your hands, it looks like you're ready to go. There's only a greeting period where you walk in the door and you explain to them what's going on, and then the first thing we always do, like every moving company on the planet, is, all right, can you give us a walkthrough? We're going to go room by room. You can show us very specifically what's going, and I need you to be really specific. And this is, for you younger guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. Here's where a lot of your problems will theoretically go away. And I can't stress this strong enough. When you're walking through to do a walkthrough, the customer is going to go just room by room real quick and be like, oh, it's all going, it's all going, it's all going, it's all going. And as you go through and you start to learn and you do this enough, you're going to realize that it's not all going. There's actually a lot of things that aren't going, but you need that. Your job as a professional is to stop them and say, hold on. You just said that the entire TV situation is going. Is the cable box going? Is the modem going? Do you want us to unhook that now, or do you want to take care of that? I would highly, strongly advise we wait till the very end of the job, and I'm going to let you unhook that. We're not going to do that, but just to clarify, it's not going, right? I noticed that the bathroom isn't packed yet. Do you guys have medications in there you need to grab? Do you have your keys anywhere? Do you have a checkbook anywhere? Anything at all we're leaving behind? Are there? And then they're going to blow through the house and they'll be like, all right, that's everything. And then you're going to stop them and say, is that everything? Is there anything in the garage? Anything in the basement? Do you have bikes? Do you have a snowblower? Anything outside the house? Ladders? Anything at all? And then they're going to go, oh yeah, we do. Let's go take a look. To them, it's common sense. To you, it's not common sense because you don't live there and it's not your stuff, obviously. But you have to be a professional about it. You have to stop them and say, hey, slow down. We need accurate answers here. So that's one thing. And then once that happens and you've done that and you feel like you have an accurate assessment of everything that's going, now it's go time. It's literally like the switch is on and it's time to work. And a lot of times what you'll see, or at least what I see, when people are younger or they're newer to the business, is like they have that moment where it's like work time and they literally like look around and they're like, all right, I don't know where to start. And they just freeze for a second and there's like no movement and they just like get paralyzed for a second. Anything's better than nothing. When it's work time, it's work time. You pick something up and you go with it. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter whether you're wrapping a chair, carrying a box, wrapping a toaster. Doesn't matter. Do something. Do it, pick it up, get it out of there. Get the movement going. Get that movement going right away, because what it does is it sets a tone for the entire crew. You're going to set the tone for the crew. You're going to set the tone for the customer. You're going to set the tone for that job. By the second you guys get done with that walkthrough, you pick something up and you go with it. Pick it up, go. Get out of there and start working. And now that's going to send a signal to the guys that are under you, your coworkers. It's go time. Now we're working. And from now on out, we don't stop working until the end of the job. It sends a very strong signal also to the customer of like who you guys are as professionals. Of like, there's a thing in the moving business that there are some crews that take advantage of things. And one of the ways that people can take advantage of things in the moving industry is they can purposefully be slow. Take the time. It increases the more time it takes, the higher the bill gets, obviously, and they make more money. That's something that customers tend to be wary of like people taking advantage because they're in a prone position. They're allowing someone they've never met before to come into their house and handle all their valuables, that the things that mean the most to them in the world, the things that they've worked the hardest for in their world, made the most sacrifices for to get. All of a sudden, some random guy comes in and starts picking them up and moving them all over the place. It causes a lot of stress. Your entire goal when you get to that house is to understand that stress point and how that's a natural occurrence of moving that is never going to go away, that will never go away. There's nothing you can do to remove that. All you can do is try to minimize it. And the way that you minimize it is by doing all the things that we just discussed when you first show up to the door, to try to take that stress level that they've been worried about, and it's like huge, it's this big, and you want to just bring it down with your actions, with your tone of voice, with your body language, with the way you start working. You want to start bringing it down and bringing it down and bringing it down and bringing it down and bringing it down. And what's going to wind up happening is those customers that theoretically were going to hover over you and watch everything you did because you made them nervous, they're going to start to go, they're going to see you go out to the truck and start moving and moving and moving in the way that you're firing through stuff. And they're going to start to go, wait a minute, I chose the right guys. I'm okay. Like, these guys know what they're doing. I was concerned about the bed. They just disassembled the bed in a minute and a half. All right, they know what they're doing. And that stress level is going to go from here, and it's going to get brought down to here, and you're going to see them. They're going to start off the move like right here, right next to you, and then you're going to see them go into another room, or go to the new house, or go to Dunkin' Donuts, because their stress level has been relieved, and now they feel like they can leave you guys to do what they hired you to do, which is to move them. And they don't have to hover over you, and they don't have to watch everything you do, and they're at ease knowing that they picked the right group. But all of that starts at the beginning when you first show up to the door, and the way you carry yourself through that door, with your body language, with your tone of voice, with the equipment you coming in on your shoulder, with your matching outfit, with your clean shaven appearance. All of this sets a tone for the entire move, that when it starts in the first minute and a half of the move, but it sends a ripple effect through the entire move until the very end, so that you're not trying to get your payment, or and having to worry about them pay for things, or dealing with shit on the back end of the move. So give a lot of thought to what you're doing when you first show up to the house, the way that you're showing up, the appearance you're bringing to the table, and if there's any flaws in your game, which there most likely are. I have flaws in my game too that I still got to work on. See if you can button those up, and every small, everything that you button up, like if you get a matching outfit, that now you'll get a matching banner behind you, or whatever the case may be. You understand my point. Just take these little baby steps and try to button up all the flaws in your game, if there are any, and see if you can generate a more professional appearance when you first show up to the door. All right, guys, if you found any value in this, please like and subscribe as always. And if you need to get a hold of me, my contact information is in the back end of the video, email and website, huskymoving.com. Thanks, guys, for listening. Appreciate it.